All right, parents, this is another one of them topics that you will have to be open to even accepting if you to receive this message right here. Just because you're a certain gender, that don't mean that it's okay for you to lead in areas that you looked at to be the one that's naturally wired to lead in those areas. What I mean is, example, just because you're a man, and men are built to be, supposed to be more leaders, well, I'm not going to downplay it, supposed to be more leaders and be more mentally strong. And that don't mean that you can lead in that area, but just because you're a man, because a lot of these dudes out here is more emotional than women. And they can't get, they spazzing out here. You can't tell them nothing here. They can't be checked here, and so on and so on. And just because you're a woman, and women is naturally wired to be more, emotional. They're wired to be more nurturers, to show that south side, that love more. That don't mean that you can lead in that area, because it's a lot of people that wasn't taught those areas or showed that love from their own parents. And you got to be humble enough to accept what your partner or your wife or your girl or your husband, your baby mama, whatever. You got to be humble enough to accept. They trust their knowledge, trust their judgment, so they can lead in that area. And don't overplay your role. A lot of parents overplay their roles, for real. They overplay their roles because of their egos and pride. And their ego and their pride get in the way of teaching their child the right way. And if you don't teach them the right way, the world gonna teach them the wrong way, for real.